Good morning from a cold, snowy Berkey farm here. We are getting some equipment. Time to start moving some stuff home. So we just dropped Phil off at the field with the 9R and the Ripper. He's going to take that home. I'm going to run the combine back to the field. Time to get this thing in the shop and get started cleaning. Oh look, Oreos. How about that? Let's see if she starts. It's cold today. It should. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Come on. There you go. Alright, we're going to let that run and warm up for a minute. It's cold. So Phil wanted us to turn all the aeration fans on here. Kind of open some of the lids on the small bins to let the air out, but we want to push cold air into those bins, into that grain, to freeze it basically. Once we get it cold in the center of those bins, it'll stay cold even into the summer. And so when it gets really cold out, we like to turn the aeration fans on and let them freeze all that grain. Problem is, on those three little bins, you got to open the roof vents, or the man door, walk the access door on the top of the bin to let the air out. I don't have my gloves, so I had to climb it. Cold today. Dad's taking my corn head. We're gonna take the combine. We'll close the door up real quick and head out. Probably won't be today, but I want to get our bean head backed into here. We got a semi-trailer outside that we want to get put in here. We want to hook this up to the 8RX and take it home as well. So that'll be the next trip. Just made it back from Berkey here, and Dad's got our corn head out and unhooked or unstrapped down so we can pick it up. We're going to pick it up, put it in the shop. Get everything thawed out. That cat just come running out of that corn head. You think he came all the way from Berkey? Huh. That will work. Oh yeah. You guys look. There's a stranger in our shop. Alright, so here is today's goal. Take every shield and thing that comes off this combine off. Including the snouts on the corn head, the plastic snouts. We're going to just remove them from the head completely. Sometimes, did we take them off last year? We just folded them up, I think, and rebuilt the row units. We're going to take them off because we got to do a little more thorough job on our corn head here. So we're going to do that. There's lots of shields on the combine, all that stuff that's got to come off in order to be able to clean it and get all the dirt and dust off and stuff. We might get a big air compressor tomorrow. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And the more stuff we can take off of it in here, the better. It'd be nice to let it warm up for a little bit, but it is what it is. So we'll get started on that. The unloading auger chain has stretched. Look how loose that is. I tightened that up, I think, twice during the year, but we replace that chain every year because it stretches. So anyway, we're gonna let Brock pull some shields for a minute here while I go and look at some parts for our corn head on the computer. Okay, well, I found stuff that I need, or I think that I need, but we sort of need to take some stuff apart a little farther before I actually place an order to know exactly what we need. Brock's making some progress here. We got a pile. Got all the shields off of here. Some of the shields off of here. I want to take this one off yet. I got the bottom covers of the grain tank that we need to take off yet. Yeah. A bunch off over here too, but again, a few more to do. I'll take these shields off. There's a chain underneath there that needs to get replaced. This is pretty good. Got some covers under here yet. Ever seen the back of a combine? If you've been watching for a while, you have. I've shown this before, but there's what it looks like. Sieves are dirty. Got corn cobs stuck in them. Yeah, we're gonna pull them out. This, however, how does this happen? What are the chances of spearing that right through the center onto those? That's impressive. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna pull these out. I'll take this cover out. There's some electrical connections in there, I think. Maybe, I don't know. And then there's these 4 bolts, and that comes right out. Well, I'm not doing a very good job filming it, but got the chaffer out. Now we're gonna pull the sieve. 4 bolts. Oh, we gotta get those. These have to go up. Get that. 10 millimeter. I got one right here. Let's loosen these up. This was a brilliant engineering design change from the earlier models. Just loosen that. And then there, it hooks up there on the bolt up front. Beautiful. All right, well, we're closer here. Now that little pre-cleaner should come out. Are we gonna take it out? Yeah, I think we are too. That one you gotta crawl in there. It's not as much fun. You gotta let it back. See, if I had a 12 row, that would take longer. There, that'll make a corn head look different in a hurry. And it's dirty. Very, very, very dirty. It's all right, we'll get it cleaned up. Here's the pile of stuff that we have removed from the combine. Snouts, shields, sieve, chaffer, all the stuff. This is most of it. There might be a few more. There is a few more little pieces. We've got some of this stuff on the feeder house that we usually take off. We might have to wait until we drop the corn head or set the corn head off to be able to do some of that. I know there's one on top of the feeder house where we got to lower it to get that one off up in there. Other than that, I think we got most of them. She's dirty, 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 dirty. I rented an air compressor for tomorrow, so we'll get that and do a number on the combine. It'll get most of the dirt off. In fact, a lot of farmers don't ever use water on their combines. They will just blow it off with an air compressor at the end of the year and call it good enough. I unfortunately am not one of those farmers. I am way too dang picky. So we'll blow it off really good, but that'll make the washing process a lot easier. And I get it why people do it. A lot of people don't want water getting in the bearings and the electronics and that kind of stuff. And one time I did have a computer go bad because it got water in it from me power washing. I've learned my lesson and stay away from things like those boxes with the pressure. So we haven't had that issue for a while. And then as far as the bearings and stuff go, this combine is going to sit in a warm heated shop for 3 weeks minimum, probably closer to a month. And so my thoughts are that anything that gets water in it, it's going to dry out in the shop here before it freezes and we put it outside. So we've never had bearing issues from washing. But anyway, it's dirty. We got to start with air. as for all the parts back there, those shields and snouts and everything, we will clean those. We'll kind of, right before we get ready to put stuff back on, we'll spend the day washing just the shields and everything off, drag them outside and do that. So anyway, I gotta look through the parts bin and see what stuff we've got here. All right, well, Brock made a mess on the floor with all the stuff from the corn head. We'll blow it off better tomorrow, but sometimes just taking a screwdriver to it and loosening everything up helps out tremendously. And I had him clean all the crap out of the cab, got the GPS receiver off, so that's good. I think we're about ready to the point where we need to just blow this off. We could drop the feeder house and get that one other shield off of there. That's about what we can do. Yeah. I think we've got everything off from the sides here that we need to do. Oh, we can drop that pan underneath the clean grain auger. That's right. That's what happens when you don't come to work for a month. You want to tell everybody where you been? Working. Listen to him. So I don't think, did I tell you guys this on YouTube? I don't think I told them. I said there's three possibilities, right? Either one, Brock hates his boss, so he's quit coming to work, which is a distinct possibility. Two, he's so busy with his new job where he works 24 on and 48 off that he can't come to work. Or three,
No, I know.
Or three, and the most likely scenario, his girlfriend just mad at him for working all the time and won't let him come to work anymore.
No, she told
Ding,
me,
ding, ding. No.
She told me to go to work.
Maybe that's it. I don't know. Good to have you back, though. I got a combine that needs washed. Yeah. All right. Well, we're doing good here. Started it up. We're going to drop this down, and I'm going to pull ahead a little bit. See if any wrenches fall off tires onto the floor. Hear anything yet? Thought about opening the grain tank covers up. There are a couple of shields in there, things that we could take out if we really wanted to. I don't know if we really want to. Okay, well this should give us access to that one on the feeder house at least. Second monitor no longer detected. Yeah, we took the display out of there. All right. Oh, he missed some. Got all my candy and stuff cleaned out of here. All right, so this is that. I loosened up these bolts. They just kind of loosen and then slide. And I might have to crawl up there to be able to pull on both at the same time, but it should come out of there. There. Kinda. That gets us into the top of the feeder house here and the feed accelerator, which we should probably look at. See if we need to replace those wear strips or if anything's bent, broken, that kind of stuff. Oh, I thought of something else. We're going to pull our concaves out. Now, normally we would only change number 2 here because we're going to wheat next, and we run 3 of this style in wheat, but we've been running these for a while. I kind of want to pull them all out and inspect and look at them and see if we need to change any of the actual boxes and the concaves out, because these concaves were used in our old combine, so they're older than this machine and probably got some wear to them. These are the pins that hold the concaves in on the opposite side from the bolts there. They are not supposed to be bent. They're supposed to be straight. Yikes. I'm going to have to get a few new pins. Alright, we've got a few boxes, including this one new one that we can put in. But that's part of why we're getting these out, so that we can inspect and look. And I know there's one that's bent already. I can already see it from over here. That one looks like it's got a big dent in it, but we're going to pull them all out. Take a look. Believe it or not, sometimes rocks go through the combine. Happens. Try not to, but it happens. Now, all of our feed accelerator bars on there are great as far as not being dented. There's wear on them, but none of them are dented or have any big chunks or chips or anything like that. So, could have been anything too big, but at some point something went through there. There's our concaves. Now you can see all the way through the combine right there. And we can spin the rotor. Look at our threshing elements. Got some wear on that one. A couple of spots where, yeah, we've had something hard go through. And it's chipped this extended wear coating. That one's got some wear to it. I don't think they're terrible, to be honest. Like, you can see some of this kind of stuff, but that isn't hurting anything. I don't know how much effect this edge being worn is having, or like this spot here, it's definitely wearing, but the coating on there is basically just the extended wear coating that makes them hard, but it also happens to be brittle, so if you do get a rock, it chips. But for the most part, they're still pretty good. I mean, that one's worn there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anybody that's an expert knows more than me on this? I've never replaced threshing elements on a rotor combine. Not on our 9660, not on our S680. Not on this combine. That one has me a little concerned, because that's all gone from that edge. I don't know. You can definitely tell those spots where it's gone are wearing faster. Is that going to be a problem? All right, this plate here is the plate that the concaves bolt to, and goes on those two arms that are attached to that shaft that rotates. That's how you open and close the concaves. And you can see here we've got some weld protecting the bolt. This is towards the back of the machine, and as we move towards the front, we get a little more wear, a little more wear, a little more wear, a little more. So you get down to this one, and holy crap, the bolt's almost gone. So we'll probably need to fix that, except for I look over here, and, well, if you look at that edge, it's very thin. That's worn right down, sort of sharp there. So maybe that plate needs to get replaced. Not as thin, but getting to be a thin spot there. But yeah, right there is really, that's thin, that's sharp, so probably replace that plate. I remember on the 680 we did one on the other side too. Let's go look at that. See, I'm not sure. It had to be this plate here. I'd have to kind of stick my phone up inside there to look and see. Let's see what we can do. Let's turn on the light. Can you guys see anything? It was probably this piece. Yeah, definitely wore through. Yep, that one's gonna have to get replaced. See that right there? That's a problem. That's got a bolt for you. Bolt's on the outside right here. Okay, there's another piece that we need to replace. Okay, I didn't show it very good in that last clip, so let me try again. I don't know if this will be any better or not, but let's see. Can you see right here? The bolts are gone. That piece is all worn and there's material behind it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's bad. It's bad. Looking at the boxes on our concaves here, this is the front one. This one's been in there since we had it new. I don't know if we've taken it out since, maybe once. They all look pretty good. The edges are sharp on them. They got a really hard surface on these bars here that protects them. Those all look okay. We got some wear on the actual frames, the boxes, but so what? That's no big deal. This one here was in the number 3 position, which also doesn't come out very often. But we do have some significant damage here, especially on this first one. I don't know if you can see how much that's bowed and pushed in. We definitely had a rock or something catch right there. This one is a little bit. This one's got a dent right there, but the bar itself is in pretty good shape. So I think those are probably okay. We might get 2 in here. I'll see if we got any. And then we'll look at the round bar ones. So this is the different style. They're not round anymore. They've got a flat spot with an edge on the backside, so the material goes across them this way, and they're pretty smooth that way. Coming the other way, yeah, they're a little sharper. I wonder if these are reversible. Can we just take them out and spin them? I bet we can. Give us a little more of an edge. It'll last for a while. We might try that. I do have a couple of new ones of these. Like this one here is bent. It's supposed to be flush with this edge, and it's not. These, they came out with a new style shortly after we got them. And we had a bunch of trouble with these boxes pushing down like these two are. And then the new style kind of fixed that. I'm trying to find, I think these here, yeah, look how much beefier these tabs are on this one than this one. And so these set in much better. We haven't had as many issues. So I've got at least one of those new ones, and we can buy a few. I mean, we've run these for a long time. If we got to buy some parts, we'll buy some parts. But, yeah. None of these are really chewed up real bad, just a couple of them that have kind of sunk into the frames, and that affects your spacing and how good a job you're doing. So we'll repair them as necessary. This combine is not new by any means. We've run it for 4 seasons now. It's got 1,200 hours on it-ish, something in that ballpark. And so, yeah, we're going to have some maintenance. You put 1,200 hours on a combine and things are going to wear out. And so nothing super major yet, you know, where we've got total rebuild, but a lot of those little wear components and like the plates and stuff on the sides and chopper knives are probably going to get redone. That kind of stuff. We're going to have to spend a little money on it. It's okay. All right. Well, we had a rather successful day here. We got all the combine stuff taken apart that we needed to. I placed a big order with John Deere dealer for some parts and stuff that we need for the combine. I need to go up there and talk to them about a couple of upgrade kits that I'm not sure we're going to do, but I'm thinking about doing. Things like cross auger shutoffs and that kind of stuff. I need to know how much those things cost before I decide whether we're going to put that kind of stuff on here or not, because it'd be nice, but it's not super necessary. So we'll see. I do need to get some corn head parts ordered yet, but I want to take this apart before we do that. So like I said, we've got an air compressor coming tomorrow. I'm going to go pick it up in the morning. Brock's coming back. He's going to work on this for a while. We're going to get it all blown off and cleaned up and just get the heavy dirt off before we start using any water on it, which will make this a lot nicer and easier to work on. And then we'll get the water and we'll power wash the corn head off and start disassembling, and then we can really inspect and see what we need to do. But I do know we're going to put new deck plates on. As far as gathering chains and the rest of the stuff, I don't know. I'm guessing not at this point, but we'll look at them and see what we think. So anyway, yeah, should be able to get quite a bit done here tomorrow and keep moving on this shop stuff. I do have a meeting in the morning with the guy, my chemical rep's coming tomorrow morning, so we're gonna talk to him for a little bit, and then we'll keep moving through stuff with this. And I want to take the tillage equipment out there and blow that stuff off. We'll get the ripper unhooked and probably get the disc unhooked and that kind of stuff. Get the tractors put inside before we get too much cold and snow and until we can get to them. We do still need to get that 8RX and the anhydrous applicator brought back up here from Berkey if we have time tomorrow afternoon, which I kind of doubt. Maybe we'll try and get that done tomorrow. And I need to keep working on seed stuff throughout the next 2-3 weeks here, trying to secure some orders from some guys that have not yet ordered that I kind of need to order soon, just to make me feel better. But we'll get that when we get to it. What else? Oh yeah, and I'm working on my drone stuff. I got paperwork in the mail, and hopefully we get our tail number registration stuff back not too long so we can get our waiver stuff moving. And I'm working on my 107. I looked, I can take the exam anytime I want. They have openings this week if I wanted to do it, but probably should study a little bit first. I don't know. I really am dragging my feet because I just don't want to study for this. I'm a pretty good test taker. Any of you guys that have taken this Part 107 exam or the unmanned aerial knowledge test or whatever from the FAA, can I do it without studying? I'm a pretty good test taker. I generally do pretty good. You only got to get a 70%. I shouldn't be that hard. I think I can do it. But it's $175, and if I fail, I got to pay it twice. But I might have to pay $150 to take a training study guide online, so might as well just take the test twice, right? After I fail the first time, I'll pass the second time for sure. I'll know a third of the answers. I'll know what, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'll at least know what to study for. We'll see. Have a great night. Thanks for watching this one. If you get any questions or comments, leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, like the video. We'll see you in the morning.